I hired her.
So
I want to claim credit for that.
But even before that, we were in Switzerland together at a geochemistry meeting. That was the first time we met. And I remember being so impressed with you because you went parasailing off the top of the Alps, even though you were scared to death. And I thought, this is the place I want to be, with these fearless women.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this without cracking up. You picked up the phone, or
Shauna went and got the phone for whatever reason, and then she came to the kitchen and said, I'm going to take this, the MacArthur Foundation's on the phone, and it still didn't click. I had assumed maybe they wanted me to review something. I don't know. I went in there and just was totally floored, not expecting that at all. And I kept thinking, come up with something very profound to say. And I was just like, oh my God, you know.
I actually asked if it was a joke. I thought it was a practical joke. I didn't see it coming at all. And then once they, reassured me it wasn't a joke, I actually almost started to cry. I got very emotional. I got very quiet. My grandmother had passed away this past year, and I don't know why, but I immediately thought of her, and I thought how much she would have enjoyed the news. She was someone very influential in my life, and so I got quite emotional, and I expressed to them just how touched I was, how honored I was, deeply honored, and stunned, actually. I think stunned is probably the best adjective.
You feel like you're in shock.
Yeah. At some point they called and they told me that there was another person who had won it at Caltech. Then they said it was you. And so then suddenly, I have to say, it was so much more wonderful, because we're at a place where so many of our colleagues are equally deserving, that there's indeed a real element of awkwardness in winning it, and so being able to share it with one of your best friends, it deflected a little bit of the awkwardness away, and it made it something that could be sort of a shared joyous experience. And the fact that we're both women in a similar field also then allowed it to transcend us and be something really positive for our fields and for women in science.
I don't know if I ever told you this, but I'm part of this CW community to study the deep biosphere, and they had a little celebration for the award. They made me my favorite drink. We passed it out to everybody. They put together a slideshow, and it was just really this very heartfelt, genuine celebration. I think everybody was taking ownership of the recognition of this.
You've got days, you've got weeks, you've got years where you're up, and then other days or weeks when you're down. And when you've made a decision professionally to kind of do it your own way and follow your gut, and you get this kind of pat on the back, it's just extraordinarily meaningful and encouraging in a really, really, really deep way.
Yeah. Having the passion and the love of what you do is part of the secret to our success, right? Can we just high five and just like call it good, or what?